Here, your deceased father was a business owner with continued financial losses, and he deserves $4.44 for a condolence envelope. You'd better remember my father's face well. Huh? I forgot what he looks like already! What in the world have you done?
Trouble Busters!
Ah, jeez. It's so tiring to deal with people who are trying to get money out of the bank.
Oh, hello, Sam.
Hey there, Lily. How's it going?
This is from Mr. Tom, the heir of Koyo Steel manufacturer.
From the heir? Not from the CEO?
It seems like their CEO passed away, and that's what the message is about.
I see. That's too bad.
He wanted to inform you since you've been in charge of their account, and also that they'll be holding a private funeral, and to refrain from visiting.
My name is Tom. I never wanted to inherit the business because of a situation like this.
Oh, Dad! oh, honey.
I understand how you guys feel, but I don't think it's a great idea to cry over this too much. Sam! Mr. Sam! What is this? Why are you looking at me as if I'm unwelcome here?
We're holding a private funeral.
Are you complaining? You'd better give back what you owe first and foremost. Here, your deceased father was a business owner with continued financial losses, and he deserves $4.44 for a condolence envelope.
444? Oh, that is such an ominous number. You are terrible, Mr. Sam. Why are you doing this to us?
I hate how you're holding a private funeral when you guys can barely afford anything. What? Why aren't you hosting a normal funeral? You'd get condolence envelopes and they would have helped you repay the debt. I'll handle the debt, so will you kindly leave for the day? Oh? But I guess your company is so broke to the point where you can't even host a decent funeral, huh?
Just please, leave for the day, please.
No way, I'm here to do my job. I figured you'd be brushing off the repayment to the bank if you were to host a private funeral, but nice try. A bank is a place where we'd give you an umbrella on a sunny day, and we'd take the umbrella away from you on a rainy day. Mr. New CEO, how are you gonna repay your father's debt? I'll figure it out. In the worst case scenario, we have our house up as collateral for the loan, so you can take that. I wonder if that's even gonna be enough. If it's not enough, I answered your question. You're done here. I want you gone, you low-tier banker. What did you just say? And also, you'd better remember my father's face well. Huh? I forgot what he looks like already. My brain cells aren't cheap enough to keep a guy like him taking up my memory space. Bye now, Mr. New CEO of a failing company. Dad, I'm sorry to let that happen during our family's gathering. I thought about closing down this business now that you're gone, but I changed my mind. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Oh, I just want to be a legendary banker whose name will go down in history. What?
Yes, I'm very sorry about that. We'll confirm the facts as soon as Sam returns to the office.
Sam? Sam, how dare you! Mr. Thompson, what's going on? Why is every staff member saying my name over and over again? What in the world have you done? What are you talking about? You! Yikes! You're from Koyo Steels! Mr. Tom, we're terribly so sorry about this matter. Huh? What? Why? Why is my manager apologizing to someone who doesn't have anything? You'd better watch what you say, Sam. Mr. Tom's father, Mr. Carl, was a highly respected man of character, admired even by some of the most prominent entrepreneurs in the country. What? But he was such a failing business owner! How dare you! I said watch what you say! Words about what you've done at their funeral have been going around to our VIP customers, and they're all saying that they would terminate their business with us if we don't punish you severely! All of them! What? Sam, you're guilty of 4 things. You came to a private funeral when you were asked to refrain from attending. You ruined our final moments with our deceased father. You gave us an ominous $4.44 condolence gift, and you insulted my father. Hold on a second. I understand that I'm also at fault for attending a private funeral. Also at fault? I knew it would be rude to show up, but I still chose to do so for the sake of our bank. I was worried that they might end up eloping after the untrusted CEO of a failing business had passed away. And you could have waited outside to watch if we'd elope or not. It had nothing to do with all the insults you gave to the deceased person. I believe Koyo Steels was financing about $50,000 from us. Why did you insist on their repayment so badly? That was simply a practice. Practice? Recovering funds from high-risk borrowers is undoubtedly an important task, as it helps prevent failed loans from turning into financial losses. That's right, but how does that have anything to do with your foolish actions this time around? And Carl, being the textbook example of a timid pushover, turned out to be the perfect practice target for collection efforts. Was that all the reason? Huh? So you crashed my dad's funeral and acted like you owned the place, all for a pathetic reason like that? Our bank is under serious pressure dealing with low recovery loans. But that doesn't make it okay for you to practice. And while you may call it practice, the fact remains that a $50,000 loan past its due date is still outstanding. This bastard. If you're gonna be holding grudges against anyone, it should be with your father. I was just doing my job, right, sir? That kind of outrageous collection tactic is absolutely unacceptable. What? Why? I believe there isn't anyone who's as loyal to our bank as I am. No matter how much you try to justify your actions, you showed up at a private funeral of our bank's client. You ruined it with insulting behavior, and nothing will make it okay for you to have emotionally hurt our precious clients. Aren't you the one who's justifying yourself? What did you just say? You keep biting me because Mr. Carl turned out to be highly respected, and you're trying to place the blame on me so you could get away with this trouble. Is that all you want to say, Sam? Yikes! Mr. Michelson from Michelson Automobile! I've always thought you were a wise man. But I guess we should call him clever instead. I'm truly disappointed to discover your true personality. I never thought we would all end up needlessly cornering Carl, someone to whom we owe so much, and carrying out a collection at such an inappropriate time. What? Oh, so much? Not just us. There are countless people who have been taken care of by Carl in this nation. Everybody highly respected him. That's how much he's taken care of all of us. And to harass Carl's family members during a time like this. I've never seen a banker like you, and I wouldn't ever want to see one. As long as you're a part of Trubbus Bank, we'd like to terminate our finances. Terminate your finances? We're terribly sorry about this matter. We'd be willing to reprimand Sam the way you wish for us to. You're kidding me. How are all of these VIP clients at our bank believers of that old pathetic Carl? Just the way you abused your power as the banker against my father, I decided to abuse all the connections that Dad had with the authorities so we could crush you. Crush me? That's right, crush you into pieces. Eye for an eye and power for a power. If you choose to abuse it, you deserve to be abused by it. You're going down with your favorite power. Isn't it only the right thing? But before that, I need to make sure I save the branch manager from this situation. Can I have a say in something? This is bad. Really bad. Damn it! I never thought that the failing steel business CEO had such a hidden weapon. At this point, I have no choice. Oh, I remember now. That's right, I remember. I finally remember. I was completely confused. Why are you shouting out that you remember something as if you're pretending to remember? I never went to the private funeral. What? You didn't? I've confused myself for caring so much for Mr. Carl's passing. Oh, Mr. Carl, I've always highly respected you too. Stop acting as if you're in a talent show, and you'd better stop lying because you were there. No way! I would never do that! I mean, calm down and think about it. It was a private funeral. Isn't it the type of funeral where only family members are welcome? Why would I show up in a place like that? I wouldn't, right? Tom, you need to calm down. You're the one who needs to calm down. Do you really think you're going to turn the tables like this? We've been talking about it as if you were at the funeral all along. And how is this completely a different story all of a sudden? Is that your plan to revive yourself in this situation? If you pretend that you were never at the funeral, you'd be able to say that you have nothing to do with the VIP clients terminating their finances. Is that what you're trying to do? You're overthinking, Mr. Tom. You were trying to make me the bad guy so I'd end up being banned from the banking industry, right? What? Why would I even do that? Oh, you definitely do it. I say this because you have a motive. A motive? You couldn't forgive me for the fact that I've been collecting from Mr. Carl. What? Right? Right? Isn't that what this is about? It makes sense, right? He has a motive. Mr. Thompson, Mr. Michelson, Mr. Iverson, Mr. Anderson. I, Sam, have always worked diligently to make every client of Trubus Bank happy with our services. Okay then, why don't we take a look at the security camera footage? Huh? There's been a security camera that was placed behind my father's picture just to make sure we could prevent any trouble, such as theft. You're lying! I looked around and made sure I didn't see anything like that. It was placed where you couldn't have found it just by taking a quick look around. But even if the camera was placed where it was obvious for you to know, you didn't even realize that the flowers were sent by such renowned companies, so there's no way you would have realized that the camera was there anyway. Your outrageous behavior at the funeral was recorded by the surveillance camera, and I've already sent the footage to the upper management from your bank. I don't know. It wasn't me. It was someone else. Stop trying. You're only humiliating yourself. I knew I was right. It's a little hard to see, but this is Sam for sure. I knew you were telling a lie. I can't believe you thought you'd get away with that lie. Where? Oh, he looks just like me. I agreed, and he looks almost as if he's me. Looks like? The guy in this video is clearly you, no matter how you look at him. There's a Trubus Bank emblem on the collar of the guy in this video. How are you going to explain? There's no need to explain anything. Huh? It only looks like our emblem, right? That's just way too vague to call it evidence. And why would I have to prove that I wasn't the culprit? No matter how many times you look at this footage, it won't change anything. I don't even know who that guy is. Rather than that, how are you gonna be responsible for this whole mess? It's been so chaotic ever since this morning. I've been troubled after fingers being pointed at me for prejudice. But this is you, no matter how you look at it. And there's no evidence to prove that. If only there was an audio in with this video. Haha! Some surveillance cameras record the audio too, but it's rare to see those types of cameras. Besides, even if there was audio with the footage, it wouldn't matter because this guy wasn't me. Anyway, the problem is the fact that you all jumped the gun to cause me so much trouble. My trust has been ruined because of all the calls that we've been receiving since this morning. I believe this constitutes defamation. Well, Sam, I can't believe you're still trying. What is it? Are you saying that I've been saying more things than I should? Besides, you should be ashamed of yourself, too. You didn't even confirm the facts carefully enough before you decided to sell your team member. I confirmed it. No matter how you look at that video, it's you, Sam. I said it's not me! Stop making me repeat myself. That wasn't me! If you guys are still gonna insist that it was me, you'd better have concrete evidence. I can't let you guys treat me as if I'm the culprit based on your assumptions without saying it for sure. Well, you're surely the culprit. Huh? What? Were you even listening, you little brat from Koyo Steels? If you're gonna treat me like the culprit, you want concrete evidence, right? I found it. What? The concrete evidence. Madeline is bringing it to me right now. Huh? Are you gonna make her bring additional footage or something? You know, Sam. What? Just show me the damn evidence. What happened to the button that's supposed to be on your sleeve? Huh? Not that side, the other side. You lost your button, didn't you? So what? Are you saying that whoever lost his button is the culprit? Just how much longer are you gonna baselessly insist that I'm the culprit? I never said that the fact that you're missing a button makes it evidence, but the problem is where you lost that button. Oh, don't tell me! Did you finally realize it, you moron? Your button is the thing that's shown on the screen, right? Ah! Once we analyze your suit and the button, I'm sure we'll only discover that the button that was left at the funeral was yours. That must be because the guy happened to wear a similar suit to mine. But your suit is order-made, right? Ah, I remember you telling me that too. You were bragging that it's the one and only suit in this world. I'm so grateful that you were wearing the suit because it'll make the analysis easier. That's right. How does it feel? What's on your mind right now, huh? I believe you said you were willing to accept any consequences if it turned out that you were the one who showed up at the funeral, right? Did I ever say that? Yes, you did.
Tom, I brought the button.
That was quick, like a breeze. Thanks, Madeline. Ah, it's over. I can't run anymore. I'm really sorry about this matter. It's way too late at this point. No matter how much you apologize, it doesn't change the fact that you lied to us.
And the fact that you ruined the funeral, too. That was the very last moment we got to spend with my father.
Aren't you guys exaggerating it just a bit? Besides, if I wasn't willing to mourn for the deceased person, I wouldn't have gone to the funeral to begin with. Did you really think you're getting away with that lousy excuse at this point? But then, I truly felt that way with just a few % of my heart.
If you only cared about him by a few %, you might as well not show up to the funeral at all.
I don't need that watered-down kindness, the kind that's as useless as an overpriced health drink with barely any fat-absorbing ingredients.
That's right. I've never seen anyone who lost weight after drinking that thing.
But it's still a fact that I had good intentions, at least just a bit.
You liar, just give up.
Look, I'm well aware that ripping your conscience out would barely shave off 0.0001 grams from your body weight.
And frankly, a wild tarantula shows more self-restraint than you do.
So go ahead, admit it already. You crashed Carl's funeral just to be a jerk, didn't you? I admit it. I'm sorry. I was stressed out about being a banker and staying a banker. Well then, we'll be more than happy to help you out with that stress. What? The three of us will no longer conduct business with Trubbus Bank. And that information, along with the reasons, will be heard by your bank president. You should be glad. You'll probably get to work at an isolated island or a hidden town after you get transferred.
You won't have to stress out about anything anymore.
Oh no! I don't want to be transferred out to those places! No matter how much you resist, you can't escape a job transfer. That's corporate life. But in his case, it didn't stop there. Apparently, he was demoted and reprimanded for losing a major client. Then his family left him, and between the divorce settlement and child support, he didn't just burn through his savings, he racked up debt. Desperate for money, Sam resorted to a crime so sloppy, even a retro video game console wouldn't run it, funneling 400 million yen through his own bank account. Word has it he's now serving time in a prison on some remote, isolated, practically mythical island. Where did things start going wrong? I believe it was from the very beginning. Yep. Meanwhile, I took over as the second president of Koyo Steels, determined to rebuild the company. But the road to recovery was anything but smooth. We sold the house we had used as collateral, but it only brought in a measly $12,000. In the end, my family and I ended up living in a cramped $200 apartment, barely big enough for 4 tatami mats. And yet, once we settled in, it started to feel like home. With everyone in the family pitching in to revive my father's company, I finally began to feel a real sense of responsibility as its new leader. And just then, as that determination was finally taking root, my father's final words came back to me. Don't rush, don't worry, just be yourself as you've always been. That's enough. Be glad. Trouble Busters.
Here you go, man. You can have this food if you want. Bless you, sir. Seriously? 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 Seriously?
Just as I thought. I just knew you were acquainted with our Mr. President, Mr. Smith.
My name is Thomas, and I'm a good-natured young man who's training in Switzerland as a warrior with a dream of getting a job in a foreign capital company. And now for a little one-man show. A toxic staff at a luxurious restaurant becomes disrespectful to a couple on their wedding anniversary. Enough with your stupid lies! The reservation was for yesterday! Pay the cancellation fee or face being reported to the police! Look, the reservation was made for yesterday and the same reservation was cancelled without notice! You must pay the cancellation price, if not the police will keep you company tonight, bucko! Oh, this pisses me off so much.
Thomas, you definitely did that normally in your private life, didn't you?
Hell no, guys. This is just an easy impression, one of my many talents in acting. Yeah, but the quality is so high that it just doesn't make sense unless you did it regularly. In order to experience real French, I try to do comedic acts in that language. Of course, I don't accept any objections that there are other ways to do it. I worked hard for half a day and my lunch here doesn't look very good. Maybe doing this would make me forget about home altogether. As I thought so, I looked toward a bench in a nearby park. There's someone who looks even hungrier than me. I'm hungrier than you? What the? Damn, not only did he read exactly what was on my mind, but he has so much guts as to be direct in his words and actions. Maybe you could beg a richer man for food next time, huh? Someone hungry asking another hungry individual for food, that's nothing short of cannibalism. But the old man couldn't even do that either. No wonder he must have been that hungry. Shit, man, such deadweight sometimes, these homeless. I'll have the larger rice rolls, all right? No complaining, eh? Ah, shit, fine then. Take the larger rolls. Bless you, sir. You have a kindness. Just call me a kind guy, man. I talked with Jean-Baptiste for a long time. It seems like he went homeless after being separated from his wife and daughter. He gave up his old home and life and became a resident here. 6 months later, I had to return to Japan. During that time, I became very close friends with Jean-Baptiste, and despite all the difficulties, living in Switzerland for some time became a treasured memory for me. No, you're the worst recruit I've seen in the last 10 years. You're not hired. No, what? You haven't even looked at my resume yet, have you? I'm a recruitment professional, bucko, so I can see something amiss at a glance without even looking at the resume.
Mr. Inamoto, deeming someone the worst and rejecting them without even looking at the resume is a little...
Oh, really? You're pretty kind, Patricia. What the? This guy is so cheeky writing in French like this? Oof, goddamn, the content is worse than I imagined. During my stay in Switzerland, I formed a comedy duo with a cheerful old man named Jean-Baptiste who was living in a park, and as we made a living by performing on the street, I trained myself in the art of love, sadness, and true meaning of strength. Comedy is something people who aren't good at studying do, dude. That's just prejudice. The resume is plainly ridiculous. I would be better off looking at ghost photos than looking at something like this. What now, Patricia dear? Are you looking for this prick's good points,
No, something is...
There's nothing. There's nothing good about this guy. You seriously don't know your place in society, eh? You went to the Florida Memorial University and your professional background is questionable. There's no way someone like this is suitable for our company, Tiger Cat International Incorporated. Both your academic background and career are at the bottom of the barrel. The most ridiculous is the story about your time in Switzerland. The hell do you mean, a comedy duo with an old man in the park? Living with a homeless gas bag like that and sympathizing with how he feels is too much evidence on how low your level is. We don't need to talk about you because your existence is so boring. Go on back to Switzerland where your best friend is, eh? You goddamn rat! You better take all of that back! You don't know anything! Don't go about dissing my mentor as though it were a frickin' walk in the park! Chug boiling water, why don't you, Mr. Know-It-All? I just knew that someone with such a mediocre intellect would quickly let blood rush to his head and act so stupid and manipulative. You are rejected! Good! I don't need you, frickin' prick, as my boss. I don't need you to be destroying my precious memory so mercilessly. I'm glad I ain't working here for you. No such company shall ever escape my vengeance. And what can I say about a monster like you who's just a blob of pretentiousness and prejudice, who only decides things based on appearance? How in the world you're the human resources manager of Tiger Cat International Incorporated, the world's leading company, I'll never understand. Shame on you. Do not show your face here again, you barbarian. All right. And that's the 30th company in a row to turn me away. But I don't care. Working for someone like that has to be worse than being unemployed. And yet I'm on the edge of a cliff. I can't even treat Jean-Baptiste to a sushi roll anymore.
Excuse me?
Yes? Well, what's the matter, miss?
Unmotivated, clouded eyes, like those of a fish.
Heyo, whose eyes are clouded, huh?
Silver hair, a nuclear power plant for a mouth. Could you truly be?
Huh? Mere seconds later, I learned something truly incredible from this girl. And then that became the catalyst to turn the tables against that good-for-nothing, condescending sack of lard, Enomoto. Unforgivable. Trouble busters, initiate! All of these freaking recruits are just actual insects with the education of a mosquito and the career of a cicada.
That's vulgar, Mr. Enomoto.
Oh, you need not say that, Patricia. The best part of being an interviewer is harnessing the overwhelming power that comes with the Human Resources Department and letting the sword be decisive, right?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, well, I think we've earned ourselves a break for now. Yes, Lloyd Enomoto speaking. Yes. What? The president, ma'am. I'll head over right away. Seriously? 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 Seriously?
Just as I thought. I just knew you were acquainted with our Mr. President, Mr. Smith.
Hell yeah, we are. But why are you the president of a foreign capital company in Japan, Jean-Baptiste? I thought the sushi you brought me was so good, and I vowed I would go to Japan one day, and I started saving up. And when I came here, I miraculously found my wife and daughter here.
My mother's mother, my grandmother, founded this company, you see.
Yep, and I'm the president of this company. Excuse me, Mr. President.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, Enomoto, you little... I heard the details just earlier, sir. I did not think that you and the Silver Mothman here... Eh? My mistake. I never dreamed you were deeply affiliated with Mr. Smith and were very close friends once upon a time. That's also a problem, but that's not the problem. What? I suppose you're always like today when it comes to interviews, huh? Perish the thought, sir. You see, today was kind of that kind of day for me. Today was one of those days? If you don't play nice with me, I'll play a prank on you? You mean to tell me you used a familiar Halloween tactic in this great company's human resources recruitment? Yes, sir. I was like an interviewer during Halloween today. You won't be hired if you don't give me a cookie? Are you taking the interview seriously, buddy?
You don't seem to understand how important human resource recruiting is for an organization. The thing that costs the most is the employee. However, it is also the employee who makes the most money for the company.
I understand that, ma'am. It is with precisely that knowledge that I used my rights as the human resources manager to reject Mr. Smith. Without even mentioning anything about his career? I touched upon it, sir. What is the verdict, Patricia?
It's a blatant lie, sir.
Patricia, you!
Go ahead, intimidate me, as always. I've kept quiet until now because you're my boss who doesn't mind being a dick. But it's different if the interviewee was a benefactor of President Messier.
But the interviewer is supposed to be condescending. People like you shouldn't be in charge of judging who would be hired and who wouldn't. It would be different if you rejected recruits because of skill or personality, but you rejected me because of your sneaky prejudices. That's not true!
No, it is. After all, you never even hinted at talking about his work history, where he was moving around from place to place as a part-timer, a full-time employee, and even a dispatch worker at a temporary agency, all of which were for foreign capital companies, did you?
Are there people who freaking pay attention to mediocre things like part-time jobs and dispatch workers?
That's something to keep a keen eye on. I looked at Thomas's resume, and even if you don't include his past favors to my father, he is quite a wonderful gem.
ABC Finances is very strict even in recruiting part-time workers, and B&Z Incorporated is also. Don't you have any idea in your head what recruitment methods these companies in the same job category use, as well as the hiring rates?
You have no such knowledge, which is why you just reject them without looking carefully. As you say, this boss of mine knows absolutely nothing.
And you used to be excellent.
He's become so great and easy luxury got to his head, so much so that you've learned nothing of other companies and hardly did any research on most recent foreign-affiliated tidings. It's like using Wikipedia as your primary source of information on a PhD dissertation.
A typical slack-off that only assumes information based on the best out there?
It's insane if a person who judges other people does not update their information according to the times. Mr. President, I believe Inomoto should be given severe punishment.
Yes, I agree. From what I've heard, I don't think Enomoto's misdeeds are new by any means.
He won't take anyone other than from famous schools and whatnot.
He won't take anyone other than from famous schools?
Isn't it possible for someone else to do the same job?
Enomoto, here are your orders. Organize your office. By which I mean pack up and wait until further notice of additional transfer orders. What? Does that mean you are now a body going down, down, down the river, buddy? You are being demoted.
This time, your demotion has nothing to do with your harsh abuse towards my father's friendship with his benefactor, Thomas. You've done far more. Mercilessly abusing the friendships of Mr. Smith, which has nothing to do with whether he'll be hired or not, is too far over the line to overlook, after all, I think.
Sympathizing with an old homeless man is too much evidence on how low your level is.
Well, now that I think about it, your words probably pierced through Mr. Smith's dignity faster than a red-hot samurai sword through a stick of butter.
No, truly, I didn't say anything like that. No, you were. Please, Mr. President, this, if anything, is true. I'm sorry, but I believe Thomas. He used to be a total stranger who shared sushi with me when he saw me for the first time, and he is my best friend and even saved my life. I definitely don't want my demotion to be finalized under nothing but memories from an abysmal past without any hardcore evidence supporting what you believe I'm doing wrong, sir. If such a situation were to arise, I have my own ideas. I will go to court. What? To court? I have a family, too. A court case will be so tedious. Hey, Laureline, can't we do something about that?
No, it's true. There's no objective evidence, and it will become a nuisance if it continues for a long time.
Listen, Enomoto. But what happens after demotion is quite a massive pay cut, right? Probably compared to your salary now.
Wouldn't all be well to get back what you lost?
I'm already 55, ma'am. By the time I can, I will have already retired. It can't be helped since you caused this situation, right? It can be helped, bucko, because I did not invite such a situation into the company.
Mr. Enomoto, you are being so pathetic, irresponsible, straight up cowardly.
Shut up! You must be so happy, eh? If I'm overthrown, you can just take my place and run up the career ladder easy peasy. Oh, I see, Mr. President. This is a trap. Huh? A trap? Thomas and Patricia are trying to frame me to be the lying and incompetent interviewer that I allegedly am, so that I can be eliminated. And Thomas doing such a thing? Well...
And Patricia would never do that.
That is just your imagination, isn't it? You can't judge people based on your imagination. So you admit to being wrong about using abusive language against me when I first came. That's only what I did allegedly, and I only stand here to make sense of the misunderstanding. No, none of us see it that way. Impressionism, abstractionism, and the ridiculous theory that words tell everything there is to know is dissatisfying and meaningless. Shit. This guy, helplessly cornered, is using his last resort. This is getting out of hand, Laureline.
I agree, making mountains out of molehills over something completely understandable.
I'm not making mountains out of molehills. I'm just naturally... This is the natural way of things. Has anyone any evidence, like an audio recording or video footage? No, sir. This is because company rules dictate employees cannot bring in anything with recording capabilities, including cell phones, without authorization. Didn't ask you. But I could still give you an answer, right?
Well then, there's no other choice.
Did you finally understand?
Yes.
Is that so? Is that so? Hey, is it okay to take such a lenient response?
It can't be helped. Of course, as Mr. Inamoto says, there is no evidence.
Hurrah! Hurrah for innocent until proven guilty! There is no evidence! I'm innocent! No punishment for me, no problems for me! Suit! Goal! 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 Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall do my absolute best as head manager of the Human Resources Department. Thank you so much. I would like to apologize for giving you such a confusing interview, though. I'm sorry. Let's go, Patricia.
Oh.
This is
so
infuriating. I want to punish that prick as hard as I can, disregarding the law even. What the hell did you hire that prick for, bro? I told you, he was excellent in the past.
Both of you, shut up!
Yes, ma'am.
I want to research something, so please give me half a day. I hope my hunch is correct.
It ended up being a draw, which was pretty much a loss on our part, and it was a completely incomplete conclusion.
I looked into the abilities and turnover rate of the people you hired in the 3 years since you became the chief executive of the Human Resources Department, and I found that you had hired a total of 22 people, and 2 of them are still working there. Of these 20 people who've quit, 4 were fired due to being late and absent without permission, 12 quit due to interpersonal problems, and 2 caused almost cataclysmic levels of damage to our business partners. It was truly horrifying to discover this.
What's more, the 2 people that remain tend to slack off and lack the motivation to do any work at all.
This objectively shows that your eyes and sense of judgment are not being used properly, and considering how crucial it is to prevent further damage to Tiger Cat International, and also from the perspective of your contribution...
No. There are 0 surviving employees hired in 2019 and 2020. You've cast a kind of curse upon this place, Lloyd. I don't mind transferring departments. We originally wanted to do that, but it's no longer possible. Why? I've reflected. I'll do my best and put so much more effort into my job.
So you acknowledge abusing Mr. Smith during his interview yesterday.
That's a different story. So you definitely didn't do that? Absolutely not.
I also looked into that matter as well.
What?
There were many comments you made that insulted Mr. Smith. You also insulted President Masir when he didn't have a home in Japan yet. Multiple employees have been witnesses, Mr. Inamoto.
But that can't be solid evidence, right? There's no audio, right?
There isn't.
Well then,
That would have only applied if you'd admitted your mistakes yesterday, accepted responsibilities, and accepted the demotion gracefully. They would have at least allowed you the chance of keeping you on board in hopes that things will get better.
I'm not unreasonable, Lloyd, and any good human being that doesn't have much skill can be helped with education, but...
When people have the worst personalities and cannot do their jobs either, there is no room for remedial measures.
Education costs time and money. We're not an advanced organization that spends time and money on people with no future potential. As a results-oriented foreign capital company, this had to be done after a thorough evaluation.
Is there anything you'd like to say? Or something you'd like to refute?
Did you hear her? Have you anything to say? What Mr. Smith and Patricia have said is all true. I conducted an interview that I, as an interviewer, should not have conducted. It's already too late. Give up now. If this was going to be the case, I should have read the stories of the interviewees and made my decision based on their experiences instead of just judging their covers. I'm not humbled by Enomoto, nor am I afraid. While everyone is afraid of the power of the Human Resources Department and that personnel management blade you wield, why can't you, a rather ripe man who had the reputation of being smart, not understand that? After that, Enomoto received the divine punishment of divorce and dismissal. And now it's said he's managing his budget with his 55-year-old body by working a part-time job. And as for the company's verdict for me, you're hired. What? Oh man, did you look at my resume? My lifesaver shall be hired. That's my rule. This is fine. I demonstrated the appropriate skills I'd accumulated during my days in Switzerland. It means that Jean-Baptiste believes in me that much, and even I feel a pleasure and an obligation to live up to his expectations. I'll do my best to slack off sometimes and get good results. Trouble Busters!
We're getting divorced because I'll be happier with a younger man.
Wait a minute, please!
I'm in such a difficult situation. Can I come back home?
What? You want a divorce?
Yep, we're getting divorced because I'll be happier with a younger man.
Hey bro, I'm that younger man. I love your wife, so I'd like you to give it to me. I'm dead serious here. Who the hell is this uninteresting loser? Did I seriously lose to this goddamn dimwit?
Isn't he attractive? Oh, my sweet O.
Oh? What kind of peaceful meditation during the day, questionable work at night sound an ass name is that? Oh, it's short for another name, bro. My full name is Owen.
Isn't his name really too good to be true?
I mean, it's just an average Irish name, nothing too unique. Did I seriously lose to this prick? I've already proposed to her, by the way. Done and done with, bro.
It was a truly heart-pounding proposal. Such a huge difference from the sorry excuse of a proposal you did 20 years ago.
A huge difference, You frickin' cried, Kimberly!
Cried? Those were tears of frickin' sadness since you were never going to propose unless I urged you to, right? The restaurant wasn't 3-star Michelin. Moreover, we couldn't frickin' enjoy the beautiful night view because of the stupid-ass rain and clouds. Zero impression at all. I still remember how emotionless you looked when you proposed, Thomas. Literally the worst thing you can do. But the worst thing of all was the engagement ring.
Huh? It was quite nice. I did my best to find you a good one as a heartfelt present.
Do you send a princess a good one, huh?
Usually a man would give a top-notch branded ring as an engagement present. That is what a prince ought to do to his princess.
By comparison, O's ring to me was a diamond one that cost him over $20,000.
My name means well-born, you see, and I just had to make this birth of our life together something special. Remember me every time you look at your ring, okay, babe?
Life isn't easy or enjoyable at all.
Easy or enjoyable. Our life is like most other people.
You can't live like royalty on a normal salary now, can you?
No, you can't. What, were you actually thinking you could?
I thought you would change after marriage, but you haven't in the slightest, and I'm disappointed. Before instead of after.
Is that why you cheated on me?
I didn't cheat. I found someone better.
Well, then you're even worse than I thought.
I want to live as a woman forever. See? You only live once after all. I can't lie to myself.
Yeah, you cleverly list all the good things about the situation, but realistically, just because you want to live as a woman is not a good reason to cheat on your husband. And I can't lie to myself is just another way of saying you're insufferably selfish. I understand everything, Kimberly. Both of you look like they'll get away with this, but that's not going to happen. I'm gonna take everything I possibly can and leave you two to rot away in hell. You've done something so heinous you deserve that kind of retribution, so I expect you're ready for what's gonna come, huh?
Take everything I possibly can?
Alimony, bitch! Inviting your lover over to present me the brutal and honest truth means you two can't help but want to pay me alimony, right? Alimony. A man in love with a broken heart always says that very word. Call me whatever the frick you idiots want. I'm just charging you according to the law. By all means, then. You committed the crime of giving Kimberly, a veritable princess who deserves the world and the stars beyond the horizon, all tied up and stuffed into a small metal box of life full of cold treatment and unchanging dullness. I wanted her to be a beautiful woman for a long time, as much as she wanted, so I didn't pay attention to her beauty-related spending sprees, and about the money spent on travel and gourmet food, I was pulling a lot of strings to make sure we would be okay even after everything. And I'm a guy who always wants money well spent, not wasted. I would never have been able to give her the permission I did without my love for her. And yet, you decided betraying me was the way to go.
I didn't betray you. I just reached my limit. Thomas, you've become a little senile, haven't you?
Become senile, you say? Right on, sister. Studies show age steadily increases every single damn year.
Really? I don't think I changed very much.
What are you saying? Give me a frickin' break. Are you serious about that? How much do you spend on beauty parlors and shit like that? Plucking money from trees, are we? I'm not saying you should just be grateful, but don't take it for granted. And why would I be devoted to you? Because I love you, right?
Stop being so patronizing.
I'm not being patronizing. I'm telling you to stop taking things for granted.
That's literally called being patronizing. Oh, would never say something like that. You're losing in that aspect as well.
Of course, it's natural for a husband to do everything he can to maintain his wife's beauty. You frickin' suck, bro.
On your days off, you dress so sloppily and play horse racing games.
And what's so bad about that? I have a desire to race horses, and I don't think it's a good idea to do the real damn thing, which is why I play a game instead. By the way, this horse racing game was from 6 years ago. I've been working hard on building up a reputation.
Oh, he always wears a suit and looks nice whenever he meets me. Nothing like you.
Why do I have to wear a suit and look sharp even inside the house?
Huh? Because it's not attractive, and it detracts me from what's important.
Detracts you? Quite the stereotype you've got, though, saying that a man must look crisp in a suit even at home.
Fundamentally, you never made me happy, so of course something like that has to be a routine for you. Shouldn't be too much trouble to wear a suit around the house, right?
Why do I have to live so formally at home, which is my only place to relax and be myself for a little?
Oh, I can't. I really can't. I've never felt happy being with you for too many years.
What the?
What? Did you think the opposite? I wouldn't suggest getting divorced if I was actually happy, now would I?
I did everything for you because I love you.
Yeah. I don't need any of that bullshit. You did it for me. You love me. There are people other than you who do the same, see? And you lost, Thomas.
No, you...
If you can get something better than what you have, switching is inevitable. If you don't want to be betrayed, better become the best there is in the first place. You couldn't do that. That's why you lost. That's literally all there is to it. The main character in romantic stories always makes some surprises for the woman and always puts her in a good mood. I aspire to have something like that. It's the ideal life for me. It has to be like that, otherwise I won't ever be happy.
You had an opponent too worthy is all. That doesn't mean you're weak. I'm just strong. I never thought I'd cry so genuinely after I turned 40 years old. I was completely convinced the only time I would be if my wife passed on before I did. Wait, so then there's nothing wrong with crying here, is there? Kimberly did her best to deny me and chastise me just there, and there was no trace of the woman I originally fell in love with in the past. In that sense, the wife I loved with a passion indescribable was no longer in this world and had gone on to some other place. Go! Keep it up! Shit, man! I'm in the middle of a decisive battle right now. Who the frick could it be? What? The hell do you want? Forgot something, did you?
Thomas, listen to me.
There are a lot of things I hate in this world, and at the top is your love for...
That's not what I'm here for, isn't it? I'm in such a difficult situation right now. Can I come back home?
Could this be a miracle? I'd been so frustrated because I couldn't get them punished in any way, except for money, which was easily settled. So maybe this was my chance for revenge. In that case, unforgivable. Trouble Busters initiate. Hell no.
No, but if you don't let me go back, I'll be in trouble. I'll pack up my things and start living here again tomorrow.
I adamantly refuse. This door will never be opened for you.
What? Why?
Because I hate you second only to Ebola.
Don't say that, please. Something was wrong with me. I swear, you're definitely the best, Thomas.
That may be true, but I'm out of your league, so I shall never interact with you again. More to the point, the alimony that both you and Owen owe me is frozen, huh? What's up with that?
I don't want to hear about that at a time like this.
You can't run away from reality, or rather, what? Do you want me to withhold Owen's salary or something?
Listen, Thomas, Trent is such a terrible person.
Who the frick is Trent? Telling me his name won't do you any good. My social circle is so frickin' small.
Trent is Ogun, dimwit.
Ah, so Owen was his fake name.
Who the frick was Ogun? That prick was a complete fake, not just his name.
I don't care. In case you didn't know, you and I got divorced, and now, as a stranger to you, I have nothing to do with your problems anymore.
Why are you so cold?
You turned cold first, Miss Johnson. More precisely, the blood-pumping organ of yours in your chest froze solid, leaving no way for me to thaw it, and you mercilessly abandoned me with the brutality of a crocodile attack.
That's because I was deceived.
And who's to blame for getting deceived, huh? Whose fault is it that a situation where you would be deceived was created?
Because you didn't try hard enough to touch my heart again.
Huh?
Trent saw me, and my troubled spirit saw his chance, took a leap of faith, and, well...
I don't care.
Then I'll tell you. Actually, I started living with Trent and was living with enthusiasm, thinking that I was going to have a fresh start in my life, but just 1 week ago, a big foreigner came into the house and told me, "Hey, pay attention with that mouth of yours." She was such a huge bother barging into the house like that, yelling at me.
Bruh, nah, that's exactly what you're doing right now.
"I'm calling the police," was my retort, but her response was, "Of course. Naturally, the police will come. You invaded my room after I started living with Trent. I am his wife. I have the right to live here."
Ah, I see. So Trent not only had you, but another woman before you, huh?
That's right, isn't he terrible?
So, are you currently spending time with Trent and a foreigner woman now?
No, just the two of us.
Two of you?
I'm currently living with Marie Dominique, who's living with me.
Bruh, I did not think you were living with her. Didn't you successfully fight her and live happily ever after with Trent?
If so, I wouldn't be coming to your house.
Be careful with what you say.
And now there's an eternal battle of curses fighting over who's going to leave. Probably, Parsec, you're staying at home and show no intention of getting the freak out. Just leave already. This room belongs to me and Trent, all right? You frickin' leave the house, eh? This house belongs to me and Trent, especially this Elope. For the sake of my son, too, I will not go anywhere. Get out! You get out! This is my home. No, this is my home.
Seems like America and France can't coexist peacefully on a fundamental level. Oh, what about Trent? What does he say about this?
He's not living there because he frickin' ran away.
Ran away? This cause and effect scenario couldn't be more picture perfect. But no, if you laugh right here, right now, you won't be able to get any more delicious nutrients from what the bitch sowed. Endure, Thomas lad. Endure through to the end and experience the sublime taste of vengeance completely. Why did he run away? How did he run away?
He said he was going to buy some milk, but he never came back. Since then, both of us have insisted that the house is ours, and neither one of us has moved a single step. It's become such a battle of durable stubbornness that even I find it incomprehensible.
Oh, such pointless stubbornness.
You would take the side of a woman you just met for the first time?
I hate you so much that I genuinely want to support your enemy, to be honest, even if I had only met them for the first time. But for the sake of the argument, I remain neutral.
I'm his true wife, so it's only natural that I frickin' claim the house is mine, and yet...
How are you paying the rent for the house now? What about the living expenses?
That would be... Well, Trent ran away 5 months ago, and since then... Well, Marie Dominique insists that since I'm the stupid goody two-shoes little freeloader princess, I should pay for everything. With no electricity, gas, and water? This is no time to be stubborn. How about we split it 50-50 and restore our lifelines here? Ah, oui, bon idée. And just like that, everything went back to normal and is restored. But after that, the fight continued on. I will not lose to you in powder in the house, Hein. It's gone on for so impossibly long.
And now, still pretty hostile?
No, in fact, the hostilities disappeared, and now... Oh, some stew? To say, you always eat processed lunches and instant pot dinners. It doesn't make much of a difference if it's just one person. And if you get sick and something happens to you, I'll have to pay the rent for this house, mon ami. And for everything else. Well, sure, but despite your kindness, I have no intention of leaving, you know. Ah, you'll only be kicked out after Trent returns. When he does, I will kick your ass so very hard. So be prepared, okay? Until the problem is resolved, we are both an indispensable source of contribution to the house that we can't afford to lose, so we take care of each other. You seem to have been playing with my son, Hein? Oh, yeah, he was looking kind of bored. Thank you, chérie. It's a very big help. But you're also cooking me meals and teaching me recipes. Not like I really need any gratitude. In a nutshell, I'm freaking scared that things are going rather well right now.
Is that so?
Even that son of hers now calls me Auntie K and genuinely considers me a part of his family. And I'm not bad with kids either, so this is dangerous. At this rate, I can't tell Marie Dominique to get the hell out when Trent comes back.
Isn't there a lot of, strange emotions going on?
This is also his frickin' fault.
No, it's your own fault.
You're still saying that? Damn, you're stubborn. I'm telling you that I was simply deceived, you know?
But that's a future that could have been prevented if you hadn't gotten involved with your darling little sweetheart, huh?
You were the reason why I resorted to that course of action.
Whatever the reason, the words of a woman who was attracted to another man and succeeded in wooing him over enough to be able to stab her husband in the back are not convincing in the slightest. You're merely trying to justify your own heinous actions. I feel sick to my stomach listening to you try to make sense of your crimes.
You're a man, right? Watch that mood and tone of yours. You swore to value me as your wife, eternally precious, so frickin' help me!
It must be the same for you because you also swore to cherish me as your husband, eternally precious. You swore in the chapel, right? Miss Kimberly Johnson, will you have Mr. Thomas Smith to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor, and keep him in sickness and in health? Forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
Those are just words.
Can you say those 4 words with the nonchalance in front of your parents, my parents, and all your relatives?
Listen to me.
You swore loyalty in front of everyone, huh?
If you say that, you too.
Don't try to escape shifting the blame. You lost to yourself. You did something you shouldn't have done, claiming it's all my fault. No matter how mean or sneaky or ungrateful you were all those years, I had the responsibility of choosing to put up with your bullshit. And I lived true to my word. I was intent on making you understand one day that blaming others will only lead you to disaster.
And that didn't come across to me?
My fault again? No matter how many reasons you give, whether it's my fault or not, what you've done is adultery and cannot be forgiven. Understand now just how sinful and dark cheating on your husband can be.
And I am telling you, I understand now. I wouldn't rely on you or apologize to you if I didn't.
The reason you're relying on me isn't because you understand everything, but because you're in trouble.
That's also true, though.
Only that is true. Apologizing? In my current interaction with you, which part exactly did you say the words, "I'm sorry" to me, huh?
That's exactly what I'm doing, knocking on your door like this, to apologize.
From the beginning until now, where was your apologetic soul in the stupid content of your current status reports and requests for rescue?
I was going to after I finished talking about that.
When you realize that what you've done hurt someone, the first thing you should do is apologize.
Are you the type who cares about things like that?
Listen to me. Do you understand just how sinful you've been?
I do.
Then tell me. See? If you don't understand that, there's no way you can apologize at all. What did you want to apologize for anyway? Why were you trying to apologize? You just want to help yourself.
No.
Just yourself.
No, I say.
If not, start by caring about the person you hurt in the first place. I don't care about your troubles. Evaluate whether I'm in a position to listen or not, then tell me about how despicable and degrading your actions were and how ashamed you are of yourself. This is only making things worse for you. He was dating another woman too? He ran away? I fricking assumed both of those things and so much more.
What? Why?
There's no way a relationship where another guy just casually approaches you and starts a physical relationship with you is going to frickin' last long, Kimberly. You can cheat because it's not serious. Only people who have no interest in other people's sadness and believe themselves to be numero uno are the ones who cheat. You try to justify that by saying painful things like, "You only live once, I don't want to regret it, I want to be a woman forever and ever," among other brainless things. I doubt a bird brain like you would understand that, though. Marriage isn't just about what you get. To know that you didn't imagine that before marriage goes to show just how childish and unattractive you are. My only regret is that I couldn't see for the kind of woman that you really were. Selfish, self-centered, and unfaithful. What's up? Am I speaking the truth so accurately your voice has been shut off? You won't get any help from me, so you better just give up now.
So you aren't helping after all?
Of course not. Why should I save the very same person who trampled my heart irreparably?
Don't say that, darling, please. Please help me. I'm in serious trouble. Seriously, if this weird cohabitation relationship continues, I'm just so worried about what will happen in the future.
I can't help but feel so happy that you're so frickin' worried about the future.
Please help me.
More importantly, I'm behind on alimony payments. Take care of it, all right?
Enough with the money. Stop.
Can't be helped. The only connection I have with you is the alimony. Since it was very malicious, a total of $40,000 in monthly payments of $1,000 each, I think it's still a long way from paying it all off, so do your best to pay it, all right?
Please stop. I regret everything.
If I had the time to hear an apology from you without even knowing what you did wrong, I'd rather listen to Cement Dry.
Is your love for me so shallow that it would fall apart after a single harmless affair? Answer me, Thomas. Answer me.
After that, I received many messages and emails, but of course, I ignored them all. She made me laugh enough, and I don't want to get involved any further, but take care of it, bro. Hell yeah, brother. Using my mate's resourcefulness, I was able to find out where Trent resided now and leaked that info to Kimberly and that single mother. As a result, the two of you caught his ass and dragged him back home to begin living together, the three of them, in this weird system of hostile cooperation. If you just listen to what's going on now, it'll seem like something straight out of Netflix. But it seems two of the characters are so taboo that it would be impossible to make it into a movie. Until they pay the $40,000 they owe me each, my ex-wife and her lover, I'll do my best to stay involved with them. But not more than necessary. I hope that by the time that's done with, I'll have another kind of happiness that I've never had before. Trouble Busters.
We're divorcing.
What?
I've been thinking this for a while, but you and I just don't match. Oh, darling, welcome home. Wait, did you have a wife, Alan?
No, I don't have one, no. Actually, there's talk about me relocating to Germany for a new business.
Germany?
Yeah, it would be a long story to tell, but,
Don't tell me. You're not gonna ask me to come with you, right?
I would like to talk about that in detail, Mary.
Absolutely impossible. Why do I have to go to a foreign country for your stupid convenience?
Well, let's talk anyway.
We're divorcing.
What?
I've been thinking this for a while, but you and I just don't match.
Mary?
I married you because I heard you were working in the car industry.
Yeah, that's right.
I was picturing you wearing a suit and working as a car salesman, understand? However, you come drenched in motor oil every frickin' day and have the audacity to spread the smell all over the house. Have you ever put yourself in my shoes smelling that stuff every damn day?
I'm sorry about that, but we've been married for a long time. Why now of all times?
Until now, you were the one bringing home the bacon for us, so I kind of turned a blind eye. But if you were to give up your job and go to Germany, that would be a whole other ballgame.
Mary, you're jumping to conclusions. I'm not moving to Germany because I'm quitting my job.
There's no point in trying to fool me, Alan. Listen, those who go abroad are people who merely escape reality. There are some of these people, you see. If things aren't going well back home, they start to worship other countries as if they were a utopia. And once they do go abroad, you'll compare it to your home country and despise the latter with a newfound passion. If you decide to run away to Germany, I won't stop you. But you don't have a job, you're always covered in petrol, and in the end, you become a rather pathetic man with a damn shaggy beard. Nowhere near the handsome man I fell for. Did you really think that I would adhere to the wishes of a stupid excuse of a man who I believe doesn't have anything going for him? You probably think you're a person with so much potential for the future, but I already reached my limit.
Mary, please stay calm. If you hate Germany that much, I respect you for remaining here at home. There's always the option of being transferred alone, but please refrain from thinking about divorce. I want to continue to be husband and wife with you.
Even if you want to, I've already closed the book on us, to be honest.
Please, anything but that. I tried to persuade her even after that, but Mary refused to listen.
Oh, you're so annoying. Look, I'll give it to you straight. Let's face it, no one would want to use an ATM that you can't withdraw money from, right?
You don't tell me.
That's what I mean.
But why? After hearing what she just said, I realized that talk about it any further was futile. Okay, if you're gonna say that much, maybe it's better for you and me to separate.
Let's go! Hell yeah, getting freaking excited!
And so, after such a long marriage between Mary and I, our life together came to an unexpected end. After a discussion with her, $50,000 was distributed to her as part of property division. But $50,000 won't last you that long. Is there anyone for you?
I don't need your concern. There's no reason for complete strangers to worry about me.
Complete strangers?
Because I've already erased you from my memory, see?
You go insofar as...
So please delete me as you like, all right? I don't want anyone to hate me later on.
Mary, we used to go on dates, laughing a lot, didn't we? We had a lot of memories together, but what the heck? What the hell? Ugh. I was so shocked by my divorce from Mary that I started to cry. I cried long and hard. When my tears had dried up, I can't afford to mope over that anymore. I'm going to work my ass off to drown out my sorrow. I'll become so successful in Germany, enough to make Mary jealous. I made up my mind and prepared for Germany. Unforgivable. Troublebusters.
According to rumors, Alan should be coming home today. Wait, could it be? My, look at him, all dressed up and looking spicier than I'd seen him in 40 years. But that's the ideal man I was looking for.
Ha! Home sweet home. It's been far too long.
Come on, where's the closest burger place?
Damn, Kathy, you're so excited about the worst food on the planet, huh?
I'm really looking forward to it, darling.
Don't worry, I'll take you to a great place soon enough. Just you wait.
Who is that woman? Well, no matter. Oh, darling, welcome home.
Do I know you, ma'am?
Aw, don't play dumb with me. Remember me? I'm your wife.
Huh?
Wait, did you have a wife, Alan?
Huh? No, I don't have one, no. If I did, I wouldn't be with you, after all.
Of course you wouldn't. Aw, you're so cute when you forget everything. It's been so long, but how could you forget me? It's me, Alan, your wife, Mary.
Mary?
Mary? Wasn't that your ex-wife's?
Yeah, it was.
Alan, it's not a good idea to deceive people, even if it's an act.
No, it wasn't on purpose. I seriously didn't know who the hell...
That's terrible.
I apologize for that. So, did you have any business with me?
I heard that you started a dealership in Germany and were very successful.
That's right. I was introduced to that dealership by an elite who requested that I fix his car. At first I was hesitant, but since I had at least some knowledge about cars thanks to my background in repairs, I decided to take the plunge.
Is that so, Alan, darling? How about we start over?
Huh?
I'm serious. Let's get married again.
I wondered what my ex-wife would say, but is this some kind of stupid joke?
I'm not kidding. I've been thinking about it since that time, and I need you, so let's try again.
I decline your request.
What?
And I'm even more serious. I have no intention of starting over with you at all.
What? Why do you say that? We loved each other so much. Once upon a time, didn't we?
On the other hand, I would like to ask you this. Why do people who've broken up once have to get back together, and weren't you the one who suggested we divorce?
I was feeling so stressed then, and, well, you know, but once I calmed down and thought about it, the memories I had with you came back to me one after another. Remember? We used to go on dates laughing a lot, didn't we? There were times when we went to actual dreamland as a family.
Oh, that happened, sure.
Wait, why are you acting so curt?
Who, pray tell, was it who severed such a relationship as if to trample on those great memories?
Alan, listen.
However, damn how shabby you've become.
It's not extraordinary. Life is just difficult at the moment.
I see. So basically your goal was money, huh?
That's not true.
Well, when you were mentioning the dealership so soon after seeing me again, I would totally understand what you're thinking.
No, I really do want to become serious with you again. In any case, you should have told me about the dealership, Alan. Then I wouldn't have even brought up the topic of divorce.
I tried to tell you so many frickin' times, but you kept ignoring me, huh?
That's because you suddenly announced that you were going to Germany.
I told you that I would explain things very clearly, didn't I? But instead of listening to me, you went on a monologue about how moving abroad is merely escaping reality.
I was ill at ease at that moment, honey.
Oh, sure, you seem to be talking quite a bit despite being ill at ease, Mary.
I don't even remember what happened 3 years ago. Oh, wow. When things don't go well for you, you run away in cowardice? Embarrassing. Shut up.
Damn, Kathy, you used embarrassing so perfectly, just there.
My English is getting so good.
You do work so hard every day, I ain't surprised.
Hey now, don't be too captivated and frickin' scold her for saying something rude.
Scold her? I think it's a lot less brutal compared to the many words that someone from somewhere had said to her ex-husband. Cuter, too. Why not be more honest, huh? In reality, you're only crying to me begging because you're in a financial pinch, aren't you? Right on the money, aren't I?
Yes, it's true that I'm having trouble with money.
Well, you've always had a loose sense of money. When it comes to clothes and bags, you've always bought the big brands, too.
Forgive me for that. Even I just want at least one thing to enjoy.
But alas, as a spendthrift, you must have used up the $50,000 I gave you as part of my property division in a snap, huh?
Even after this, I economized a little.
But this time, it seems like there's a bigger reason than that.
Bigger reason? I don't know what you're talking about. Your eyes are swimming. They're not frickin' swimming.
Is that so? Then can you tell me by looking at this?
This is...
A professional detective took the photo for me. Now there's no plausible excuse left.
I was wondering what you were going to say, but this is the person I met after we broke up. This was after the divorce, so it's up to me who I date, right?
That's what is generally said. However, this time is a slightly special case.
Huh? What are you trying to say?
And about that, you see. Damn, speak of the devil, right on time. Dad, sorry I'm late. I was busy with another matter. No worries, son. We were just getting excited about that particular topic, see?
Seth? Yeah, so this is Seth, that wonderful son you told me about?
That's right. This is Seth, my darling son. Mom, I never knew you would do such a thing.
Seth? What do you mean? Why are you here? What the hell is going on?
Mom, you have been cheating on Dad long before you divorced him, didn't you?
First Alan, and now you? Son, I wonder what's gotten into everyone today. Don't tell me. No way Alan had been whispering some terrible things about me.
No, hell no. Don't think you can fool me, Mom.
So that photo was taken before the divorce, you say?
No, the photo he showed me was taken after the divorce.
If that's the case, it shouldn't be cheating then. Seth, you're a serious fellow, so you shouldn't just believe what your father tells you.
It's not like I'm following Dad's orders or anything, you know. I just took what I saw with my own eyes and let him know. Oh, and the photo he's talking about is the one I just showed you.
Then that professional detective is...
Yep, that's me.
Wait, son, you were a detective?
Hey now, how could you not even know what your son does for a living despite being his mother? Even when I consulted you about my career paths, you wouldn't listen to me seriously. She left that part to me too, after all.
That doesn't matter now, does it? Getting back on track, if that was a photo taken after the divorce, then I should be innocent, right?
Even if I wanted to think of him as someone you met after your divorce, but because of my occupation, I had no choice but to give that up and dig deeper. Then I found evidence that you were guilty beyond salvation, Mom.
I'd just love to see that.
People claim evidence have been found, and yet you still choose arrogance.
After all, no matter how good of a detective you are, it's impossible to find evidence from the past.
As Mary says, just because you're a detective doesn't mean you can investigate anything and everything. But this is a recent investigation done as a kind of continuation of one of the past study. Seems like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Actually, the wife of the man whom you had an affair with also came to me to investigate her husband. And after some research, lo and behold, you were his lover. The sheer shock was incredible.
So what?
After the wife confronted him and interrogated her guilty husband, he confessed that the affair had been going on for 5 years.
That...
5 years, which meant it started before you divorced me.
bastard! Why would he?
When his wife told him that she would consider lowering the cost of alimony if he told her the truth, he took the bait real quick. He straight up betrayed you the moment his own self was in a pinch. And I have his confession recorded right here. Wanna listen?
No, please.
Mary and I had an affair for about 5 years.
Mary's going crazy.
And as a result, you were not only asked for alimony by your lover's wife, but you were also abandoned by him as well. That's why you came crying to me, right?
Yes, I admit it. But you are the only one I can rely on anymore. I owe $50,000 in alimony, understand? Please, just give me a little.
Hell no, I will not.
Why? Please don't say such cold things.
Why do I have to wipe my ex-wife's ass with her affair?
That's because you're my ex-husband.
No, I don't understand what that means at all. On the contrary, I will also demand alimony from you.
What? Why the hell do I have to pay you anything?
Of course you do. I was the one who was cheated on, see?
I'm sorry, but you lack knowledge on this, you see.
Huh?
I'd like to specifically tell you there is a statute of limitations for alimony regarding cheating. See, in the case of divorce, 3 years since the divorce, and you and I divorced 3 years ago. So right around now is the statute of limitations. Unfortunate. Hey, what's so funny?
Because you say something wrong with such a confident face. Ignorance is bliss in frickin' deed.
What? There is nothing wrong with this. It's stipulated by law.
The statute of limitations you mentioned applies to a spouse who knew about the affair before the divorce and requests alimony only until a certain amount of time. If the affair is discovered after divorce, as in this case, 3 years still haven't passed since your affair was discovered. In other words, your statute of limitations is still far off in the future.
Wait, really?
Yup, this is also stipulated by law.
That's a lie, right?
It is what it is, Mary. I will also demand alimony from you.
What?
Considering the length of time the affair went on for, 50 grand seems reasonable.
50 grand, Alan, darling. Did you listen to what I said?
Yeah, but the other party also asked for 50,000 in alimony, right? If another 50,000 was added to the pile, $100,000, damn, 6 digits.
It's no laughing matter. I already have a huge amount of debt. What more do you frickin' want?
I don't care. You brought this on yourself, Coach.
But what I can't pay, I cannot pay.
If that's the case, I'll sue you in court.
Court?
Look, it's already clear that you're guilty. Especially with that audio recording, and other evidence such as photos on his smartphone proves that he had been having an affair long before the divorce. The reason I returned home temporarily this time was to tell you about this.
Is that so?
Then you appeared for me, and the talk went pretty damn smoothly.
No. So I was screwed from the beginning?
That's how it is. Mom, give up already.
Seth, this is all your fault. Why did you tell Alan this? If you had kept quiet, this wouldn't have happened. You want to see your real mother suffer, do you? You break my heart.
Don't get me wrong, I hesitated at first, but when I heard from Dad about the circumstances of his divorce, I couldn't overlook it anymore.
And that's a matter between husband and wife. It had nothing to do with you.
Not only that, but when Dad wasn't around, you were always talking shit about him behind his back. What? But Dad never ever complained and worked so hard for his family come rain, snow, or shine. Compared to that, you often neglected the housework, and when I consulted you about my future, you paid zero attention.
I was also busy with various things, you know.
And yet you were watching TV and laughing so loudly or going out gallivanting with Dad's money?
That's... Seth, let's just calm down.
Oh, I'm pretty calm, and I chose what to do with a calm, composed mind.
Seth?
Who would have thought even Seth would tell you this much, huh? Mary, you lost.
No, I definitely won't pay you any alimony.
Then why did you have an affair?
That's because Jordan made good money and had good looks.
That's completely based on your own selfishness.
I mean, compared to my actual husband who came home every day covered in towels, drenched in motor oil.
So that's still your true nature, huh? You've been looking down on me long before Germany ever became a thing.
But now you're a successful businessman. I've also broken up with that bastard Jordan. Hey, let's get back together, okay?
It's not that you broke up, it's that you were dumped.
Shut up. But I can't afford that kind of money.
There is no choice but to go to court then.
I don't want to go to court either.
Then alimony.
I can't do that. Hey, is there any way I can avoid having to pay alimony to you?
No, no, no!
Is this some kind of comedy performance? You Americans are too funny. Shut the hell up. More to the point, who the frick even are you?
Shit, how rude of me. I didn't introduce you two. This is Kathy. I met her through my job, and she's also my new fiancé.
Your fiance? This young bitch? Aren't you being deceived, darling?
It's no surprise you think that, considering how she's so much younger than I. However, she has always supported me, even when things weren't going well at work. No matter what the world says, the love between Kathy and I is real.
Oh, Alan.
Mary, you didn't abandon me when things weren't going well, did you?
Of course not.
No, you frickin' did.
How could you say that?
After all, you suggested divorce when you mistook my moving to Germany for quitting my job.
No, that was my mistake.
Mistake or not, there's no point in using an ATM where you can't withdraw money, is there?
But that's...
Even after 3 years, I still haven't forgotten those words.
That was merely an example.
And what was the result of that example? Answer me, huh? Mary, I realized this while talking to you. You only care about yourself, and I don't think you have any regrets leaving me for dead.
I'm regretting it, but money is more important right now.
That's called not regretting it in my book. Enough already. We'll talk through my lawyer about the rest.
Wait a minute, Alan. Alan, please, listen. And you, Seth, please, don't abandon me. Alan, Seth!
After that, I formally demanded alimony from both Mary and her lover Jordan through my lawyer. Since Mary persistently contacted me after that, I blocked her contact information. An ex-wife. That kind of people have been erased from my memory after all. Mary, now burdened with a ridiculous sum of debt in alimony, is trying to pay off her debts working multiple part-time jobs. Her gray hair, her wrinkles, and her increasingly thinning body have made her an empty shell of what she used to be. Since then, I returned to Germany and officially tied the knot with Kathy. Kathy always cheers me up when I'm having a hard time. I'm convinced that I can live happily ever after with her. This time for sure. Trouble Busters! Excuse me, but I've been waiting for a while now and my number got skipped.
Wait about an hour, damn it.
It's time. Oh, Mr. Manager, I'm canceling my account and I'm withdrawing all $30 million. 30 million? Why?
Thank you for coming to the Bank of Tigerton today, sir.
This is wrong. My name is Alan, and I've been waiting for 30 minutes since I arrived at the bank. More time passes without my number being called. Excuse me, miss, my number wasn't called yet. Perhaps there's been a little mistake.
Please, wait a moment, sir.
My name is Sanderson, and I'm Vice Branch Manager. Has there been a problem, sir?
Well, I have number 99, and...
Yes?
And this young lady just called for number 107, right?
Yes, sir.
It seems like my turn was skipped.
It wasn't, sir. We did indeed call you, sir. You just weren't listening. Please take another number again and wait.
I understand. Excuse me, but could you please throw this away?
Unfortunately, I must decline. This is trash created by your carelessness, is it not?
Carelessness?
There's a rule that we, as a well-respected bank, don't take care of that kind of trash, you see.
Dude, this guy is so damn rude. That was the impression I had of Sanderson, the vice branch manager. In the end, I took another number and waited for my turn once more, but then... my turn was skipped again, miss.
I thought I told you to wait.
You skipped my turn again, didn't you?
We called you, buddy.
No, you didn't. Since this was my second time, I was listening very intently.
And you missed it again. You should probably give up already.
Give up on an errand at the bank? I've never heard such ridiculous words.
It can't be helped if your number is called and you couldn't respond twice.
And I'm positive I wasn't called.
All right, Grandpa. Take your medicine.
How dare you?
No. I was concerned about your health deteriorating, old man.
That may be true thanks to you.
My humblest apologies.
Hey, wait. All right, then. I'll wait. I'll wait a damn long time. If there's still no response, I have my own ideas. Unforgivable. Trouble busters initiate. What a damn day. In the end, my number was never called until the bank reception desks finally closed. I took a new number paper every time I was skipped, and I was never called after all.
Sir, this is not a park bench, you understand? We're now closing if you haven't noticed already. We will be awaiting your return tomorrow.
Of course you will. I didn't get shit done today.
That's because you never even came, even though you were called every time. What? What's all this? Is this a bingo tournament, sir?
My numbers were never called.
No, they were, sir. They were. Especially numbers 224 and 334. There's no way we would forget about such insignificant numbers, sir.
And yet my numbers were never called. I can't answer to a call that never comes, Sanderson. I can't help but think that this is an act of malicious neglect.
Oh, if something happens, blame it on us young gents, huh? You little punk, aren't I?
You don't see any problem with the bank's service? Is that what you mean?
If there's a problem, it's the client's ears. Boy, oh boy, do they malfunction so much. Oh, I'm so sorry. Such an unfortunate accident. If I could really change it, I really would like to change it, sir.
I see. So you have no intention of apologizing? At all?
Hell frickin' no, I don't. If it was genuinely our fault, sure, I would apologize, but the cause was your failure to hear.
It's time.
What was that, some kind of threat? That doesn't freaking scare me, buddy. I'm an excellent banker here on the road to great success. I'm a crucial person for the bank to operate smoothly, you understand? Unlike other people.
You, a crucial person for this bank?
Yes, I am. That's why I don't have time to deal with you, Grandpa.
In any case, your business here had something to do with your pension, doesn't it? How can I use my freaking time and effort, huh? We're freaking working over here. The value of time is different for you old gas bags. Why can't you understand this? Because you're not working. Not working! Oh, hello? If you're this prick's parents, you're failures. Hey, what the? You, Sanderson! Exactly as you heard, Branch Manager Morrison. What? Just like those abusive words he spat at you, Vice Branch Manager Sanderson has repeatedly made derogatory and abusive comments towards me. Branch Manager Morrison? You mean our Mr. Morrison? Unfortunately, this is the end of my relationship with the Bank of Tigerton. Wait, why do you know our branch manager, Grandpa? I will cancel my account. By all means, must be crumbs anyway. And I will also withdraw all $30 million. I hope it's done soon. What? Excuse me? 30 million? As you were. That's a lie. There's no way someone like you is a multi-millionaire with enough money to buy any amount of cars. Well then, why not check it out? There's no freaking way! Rich people in my eyes are far more distinguished and respectable. 30 million? Why? Why? Well, my parents' estate, you see. No, that can't be. How? Who would have thought an inconspicuous rich? Like, duh, motherfucker. He looks as though he doesn't have any money, but he does, in the shadows. Sanderson! Hey! Branch Manager Morrison, sir! Why does Mr. Thompson demand a cancellation? Why don't you explain it in the simplest way possible? Even I don't know, sir. I don't know my ass. Mr. Thompson flatly cited your customer service attitude as the reason for his decision. That's precisely what I don't understand. You don't? What don't you understand, eh? I think it's the way that he's supposed to treat his clients. They skipped my turn a total of 4 times, starting when I first arrived at noon until closing time. A total of 4 times? That's outrageous! It's true, sir. See? I can't believe this. So such a bank employee does really exist. It can't be helped because they do exist, nor can we do anything about it. But this guy as vice branch manager? Does the Bank of Tigerton, locally renowned for being among the best there is, have a staffing problem, sir? Or is it because it doesn't have an eye for people in upper management? Which is it, Mr. Morrison? I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Thompson. This is completely my fault as a poor supervisor. What? But you see, please, this is... Mr. Morrison, Mr. Thompson, this is just a big misunderstanding. Is it now? What is the misunderstanding? How you were servicing Mr. Thompson, I have no goddamn clue. If you're this prick's parents, you're failures. I heard that loud and clear. That must have been your imagination, sir. There's no way it was, buddy. That voice was definitely... Please remain calm, sir. It cannot be possible that I would take a client's phone away by force. However, in reality, don't you think it's utterly insane for any bank clerk to answer their client's phone without their permission? I think so, sir. If you think about it with common sense, sure. You misheard things, Mr. Morrison. I always remain loyal to you. But you claim I'm lying, Sanderson. How about it, eh? Speak the truth. Gaslight them. Keeping quiet won't help you, Sanderson. It would be better for you if you were honest. How about it, Sanderson? That's enough already. Either way, I will only be terminating my relationship with the Bank of Tigerton as of today. Mr. Thompson, I must beg of thee, wait a moment. I waited 3 hours, Mr. Morrison. However, the bank you manage, sir, made me seem completely invisible. About that, sir. I will not back away from this. Nothing in particular was done to me, but if someone shoots me, I freaking shoot back. Double damage! It couldn't be helped, Mr. Morrison. What? It couldn't be helped? Ah, so you launch a counterattack. This is all just a bunch of crazy codswallop driven by this elderly man's jealousy of younger people. Codswallop, you say? Of course. Everything you've said makes absolutely no sense. Skipped 4 times. It'd be much appreciated if you stopped saying stupid things. What bank clerk would do such a thing? Mr. Morrison, don't be fooled by this deranged old man. Fooled by Sanderson? You? Mr. Thompson is trying to exact revenge on me by fabricating lies to make me look bad. So, how would you explain the 4 numbered cards I have? That's merely some kind of harassment where you take another number on a regular basis, huh? In fact, we, the bank, called the number he had, sir, and no matter how many times we did, you never, ever responded. That's what happened, isn't it? That's not true. I haven't been called at all. Please stop lying. I called you. I did. Well, let me ask you this. Mr. Sanderson, the incident where you didn't call my number occurred 4 times in a row. Does that happen often? There's no way anything like that could ever happen. Today was just unlucky. Then why didn't you pursue this strange occurrence and get to the bottom of it? I didn't think that far. I would understand if the incident happened once or twice. Something like that is very plausible. However, it happened 4 times to the same individual. And that is your way of harassing, isn't it? Why would I want to harass you? Because I'm younger. My, that's a rather stupid answer. Huh? Surely I'm a weak 70-year-old man, and you are? I'm 52. Do old men of 70 and over envy men of 52 as young, do you think? It's definitely a very strange assumption. Probably. Normally, if an old man like me is jealous of youngsters, they often talk about people in their 20s, with the 40s being the threshold. You can say whatever you want as an afterthought, can't you, though? No, because Sanderson, you're 52 and you already have quite a lot of gray hair. To be honest, I look younger than you and I'm not jealous at all. And I'm telling you, that's nothing but an afterthought. Well, then wouldn't it be the same for you, too? What is your goal here, I wonder? My withdrawing $30 million is just my own will, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. Sooner or later, Mr. Thompson was going to get into some kind of issue and withdraw his $30 billion. So it wasn't my fault. No matter what anyone could have done, the result would have been the same. That's how you want to escape, huh? And isn't that what you imagined, too? Oh, is this a notice of surrender after attempting double payback? I guess the fact that you're starting to panic a little means that what Mr. Thompson is saying was right on the money. That's it, isn't it? That cannot be true. I'm the vice manager at this branch at a bank at Tigerton. And someone who calls himself that was so callous as to ignore the same client 4 times in a row and made a 70-year-old man wait forever, was he? I'm telling you, we called your numbers. Well, then when I came in at noon and stayed until the bank closed, why didn't you say something like, "What's the matter, sir?" or "Is there something I can help you with?" I had no idea that you were waiting for so long. Now that's a little unreasonable. I sat on the bench in the middle of the reception room and waited for a long time. Such a funky old man with red hair, I should definitely catch your eye. Red is also a color of warning, too. I didn't notice you at all for 3 hours. No matter how you look at it, it's a painful excuse. I'm afraid you have no choice but to believe that I truly was unaware. If so, your narrow-mindedness is a big problem. That's a lie, Morrison. There's no way he didn't see me for all that time. I really didn't notice you. It seems so stupid, but it's the truth. Please believe me. I'm afraid there's no way I can do that. Buddy. Mr. Thompson, I am so sorry for taking up even more of your time, much of which has already been wasted so unnecessarily. By this point, 3 hours or 4 is all the same. How about I just hang about with you people until his misdeeds are exposed, huh? Mr. Thompson, did you record your transactions with a camera or audio recorder? About that, I'm really bad at that kind of thing. Oh, but hold on. When my numbers weren't called the first and second times, I went to tell the young girl at the reception. And then the person who took charge at that time was branch manager Sanderson. What? Naturally, with all the stupid gaslighting and lying, I had a momentary loss of memory. And this is a bank, so you have security cameras installed, don't you? Shit, this is bad. I had also completely overlooked the existence of the security cameras. Could you check it out? I understand. You there. I'm sorry, but could you please connect the footage from the camera near the reception counter to the TV?
Yes, sir.
Also, just to be safe, I would like you to bring along the young ones who were working today. Please do not reveal my true identity. What I want is pure and honest opinion from a neutral standpoint, unswayed by things like money and status.
Understood, sir.
Shit. So it was a lie after all. See, I warned you from the beginning that it would be better to be honest, didn't I? There's no hope for you, Sanderson. There's no way someone with such a face riddled with ill intent is the first to service clients. No way! You all saw the vice branch manager's service too, didn't you, ladies? What was it like?
It was the worst service I'd ever seen.
Tomlinson, you little... Shut up and let them tell their side of the story.
I was in charge of this client of ours both times.
Mr. Thompson?
Mr. Thompson told me that his number had been skipped twice.
Hey!
But I was told that the numbers Mr. Thompson holds are all unlucky, and he ordered me to skip him.
I did not. That's a lie. No way any vice branch manager would say something like that. Shut the hell up. I can't hear her. Please believe me. I didn't do it. I would never. Come on, just give up, you unsightly bastard. Look at the footage again. Only an evil person could make a face like this. Video footage is just an impressionist standpoint. This is terrible. Some people make an aggressive face when eating delicious food, don't they? This is literally the same. My customer service was just fine. No, this is a huge problem. What the hell is with that pouty face? If this is what you think customer service is all about, you ought to educate yourself more. Are you that willing to sacrifice me to relieve Mr. Thompson of the stress?
That malicious expression was reflected in his attitude, sir.
What kind of attitude?
The worst kind of attitude.
Tomlinson!
You never called his numbers. And when Mr. Thompson came, we called you. You just didn't listen. That was literally the only thing he would say.
Tomlinson? With this face, I'm sure this is the truth, honestly. Enough of this! You've been trying to put the blame solely on me with conspiracy theories using your delusional imaginations and your impressions of me, eh? Are you still saying that? I am, sir. My life depends on it. Over my dead body, I'll take a one-way trip to the land of contemplation and remorse. If you really want to punish me accordingly, go on now. Show me with conclusive legal evidence that'll make all the frickin' difference. The spirit of survival is amazing. Why don't you put that tenacity to use in your work? It isn't my fault that a $30 million account was canceled. It isn't my fault that a $30 million account was canceled. Everyone, $30 million is a pain, it's true, but Mr. Thompson here was a truly painful one. Who are you calling painful? What nonsense are you talking about now? Mr. Morrison, let's adjourn this stupid meeting. Stop it! Enough escaping rightful responsibility. For you!
If I may, sir.
By all means, Miss Sharon.
I'd like you to listen to me without getting too angry, but Vice Branch Manager Sanderson? I hated him, you see. I wanted to fall into a deep, dark pit or something. As you can see, I have in my possession a video camera to record the footage of administrative meetings, but this time I turned it towards Sanderson and Mr. Thompson.
What?
If I handed this over to you, sir, would Sanderson be finished, done for, exterminated?
If Sanderson's misdeeds were captured in a full-time audio video, since the evidence is super solid, this would be the end of his life as he knows it. A red card!
So you mean we might see some fireworks long before Independence Day's upon us?
Well, yeah, basically. You did this with malice aforethought, but I applaud you, Sharon. Mr. Thompson! What is with this prick? As soon as he found out that this video existed, he fell to my knees at warp speed. A part of my memory that had been lost due to all this commotion finally came back to me. Shut the hell up. You've had that memory there all along. Yes, but the eraser inside my mind. Gonna add on the lies now, eh? I did something to Mr. Thompson that I shouldn't have done. Yeah, I know. I'm the victim after all, and I can't bring myself to forgive you. You deceive and cheat without admitting it's all your fault. As a fellow bank employee, I cannot condone this barbaric manner of yours. No, please! Afterwards, when we all looked at the contents of the video camera that Miss Sharon had recorded since she had taken the trouble to do it for us, my turn was skipped again, miss. I thought I told you to wait. You skipped my turn again, didn't you? We called you, buddy. Sanderson! Ha! Woo! Ha! He was 52 years old and has been unable to find a job again. So he is currently working several part-time jobs to make the child support that burdens him. I suppose he's living in an apartment for $300 a month and basking in the glory of his days as a banker. Don't care, didn't ask. If I had just obediently admitted to the truth that time, I wouldn't have fallen so low. On the other hand, I'm thinking of doing something with the $30 million. Making deserts green again, or building schools in countries without schools. I want to live the second half of my life to the fullest for the sake of my wife and for others. Trouble Busters!